Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Zoo. Today, we're going to be back over at the butterfly tent. I want to do the enclosures, the small enclosures around the side, of which I still have a chest of 9 of them. We only need 8. 1, 2, I think 8 or something like that of them. Now, I haven't been in here for a while, so this is going to be a good test on our theory of the despawning of these animals. I've got a feeling that some of them have. I also know that a lot of them have died, but we're going to see exactly how busy this is in here. I've got a bee here. I've got some butterflies down here. It's not too bad. Where the bird? I think I heard a duck. There's a bird there. Did I have ducks in here? I thought I took the ducks out. It might have just been my ears. Another sort of moth and butterflies. Little tiny bees. We've got some little bees over there as well. I could definitely hear a bird. There's another type of bird. Okay, well, we've got this. It's not bad. But we're definitely in a lot down to what we were. We were when we made this packed to the brim, full of birds and everything. There was so much noise going on, maybe a little bit too much noise, but we had an awful lot going on in here. Now, some of them might have despawned. We thought that might happen. There is a command apparently that might do that. Mob despawn false or something like that. Animal despawn false. However, there was an idea in the comment section when you guys were just suggesting how to stop them from despawning. Some were really good ideas, some were not so good ideas, and some were really interesting ideas that I want to try out. My favourite idea, that would be amazing if it did work, would be to give me a mob spawner and to see if we can actually use these mobs to spawn in what one is it? This one? No, not that one. This one. To actually spawn inside of our of the enclosure and just keep spawning them if possible. Now, I don't know if they'll work in daytime or not. Let's try. Let's try with oh, dragonflies are annoying. Bee. Let's try with a bee just for the moment. Now, if I click that, no, I'm just That's the thing that I thought might happen. I'm just clicking on here to try and put the bee to spawn in the spawner, but it's just placing a bee on the side of it. I tried shift clicking as well. There might be a way to do like this number 383721 spawner. I doubt it. Let's write it down. I'll write it down anyway. Just get a bit of paper here. 383721. Now, I don't know exactly if we can even do this with the command. Let's give it a go, just out of curiosity. There we go. That's what's happening. Right there, I think, is how we've lost 99% of the stuff in here. Now, there's an easy fix for that. Maybe we don't need to worry about this, because they weren't despawning. I think they're all dying. They're flying into this, and then they're getting caught in the glass pane. Now, we can fix that by replacing glass panes with full glass blocks, and that might be the best idea. I think that might be the best idea. Let's just try this very quickly. It's not going to work, but I'll give it an idea. 7291. No. What about with a space between it? No. What about with a comma between it? No. There might be a way to force it, but I don't know. If we replace those with glass blocks, hopefully there shouldn't be anything that they can sort of go into and get stuck on, and we'll be able to repopulate it all. I'll do that, and I'll be back, okay? I'll repopulate the place, and I'll be back, and then we can continue on with the episode. Better. Looks good. I haven't heard any dying yet. There should be at least less dying, hopefully. Looking good, though. We've got an awful lot more around. I also found some mobs that I didn't know we had, like these birds. I know you saw the other birds. Let's see if I can find the one that I know we had. These ones I knew we had. But look at these ones. There's red ones and there's green ones and blue ones. It's a different egg. I do have another mod installed. I don't know if I went through the mods, some of the mobs with you. There's a camel on there. I don't think you guys saw a camel. And then 2 of the I missed somehow. Yeah, camel. I don't think we've seen that one before, but that's awesome to have. I need something to kill it with now. Let's get something to kill it with. And then you might have just saw the other one, an ostrich. I don't remember seeing either of those ones when we went through them. It's awesome though. I just don't remember for some reason. So, in this chest, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we've only got how many in here? Oh yeah, I'm going to fix this as well. I am going to fix that. How many do I have in here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to remove 2 of them. Snake I want, cricket I'd like, snail I can lose, gecko I want to keep, ant I can lose, lizard I want to keep, both of those. I think they're the poisonous frogs, rad roaches, and another type of snake. Okay, I think I should put snails back and I shall lose those 2. They're going to be 1. Okay, and I think I can do this door in a better, at least temporary way until I get the door, capital letters, until I get the command blocks going well with it. I think we're going to use pressure plates here. It doesn't really matter what pressure plates. I'm only going to put them on one side. Excuse me. I don't want you to escape while I put the door down. Like that. Ooh, gotcha. Get through. Get through. And then put the pressure plates down here. It's an old school. Did you see him get out? It's an old school way of doing it, but it should work pretty well for now. Anyway, let's go on with today's episode. Let's get some glass. We're going to, apparently harder than what I thought to be, break through here. And replace that back. And I don't know what the easiest way is to be able to go in and out of each one without letting everything escape in all directions. Also, what I will do, though, for this episode is I don't know how loud this stuff is for you. So I'm going to just turn everything down just a slight bit. Hopefully it won't be too disturbing for you then. So, what's going to be our first one? Our first one is going to be snails. Will we have snails in this one? We want some proper lighting, though, in here. Unless I hide the torches up behind here. If I take these away, how much light does that give over here? Not enough. Okay. Lamp. Redstone lamp. What does glowstone look like? Glowstone looks beautiful. We shall use glowstone quite a lot in this zoo, I'm assuming. Oh, no, we can't in the top. That is... I have to do it on the walls then. That's actually the actual ceiling, isn't it? We only have like a small ceiling here. What if we went like all the way around like that? Would that look that bad? I don't think so with the glowstone looking as nice as this. Now, snails. What are they like? They're like some stones, so it should be pretty easy. We're going to grab, I think, normal stone here. I'm going to replace the ground with it. I need to be careful not to replace too much of the outside. Set stone. But it should give us a pretty quick way of doing most of this stuff. Same as I don't want to really hit too much on the outside either. That one. And that should be good. Should be pretty simple. All these enclosures are going to be small, which is why I'm hoping to get so many of them done in this episode. Because it shouldn't really be that difficult to do. I don't have no idea if they can climb up these areas, so I'm going to use some slabs as well. We've only got cobblestone slabs. We don't have a smooth stone slab texture variant. But these should be quite good because at least they... what's the word I'm looking for? Give us just that extra bit of colour, I suppose. An extra block. So I'm going to put some of these up around here. Snails also like some grass, some hedges, so we're going to get some leaves. I think most of these are going to be very similar as well. A lot of these enclosures are going to be very similar to each other. In fact, that should probably be good for a snail, right? I can't think of what else a snail would want. So we're going to place some around in here. We want some different... Oh, yeah, get some slugs in here as well. I want quite a few of them so we can actually see stuff when we look in here. I'm going to grab the glass. I'm going to place the glass back. And when we're on the outside, they shouldn't really hop into their shells. Yeah, they're going up. They're going up the slabs. I don't know if they can go up full blocks. Oh, he did. Yeah, he jumped. I don't know about you. But whenever I've been outside, I've been alive for either 23 or 24 years. I don't know how old I am. I think I'm 23. I might be 25. I think I'm 24. I might be 24. I've been alive for over 20 years. I've never seen a snail jump. Like physically jump. I've seen them climb. But that guy just jumped all the way up to the top of those leaves. There is undisputable evidence now. Look at him. Undisputable evidence. I should be able to go to the scientists and I should be able to say, no, you've got snails wrong. They can actually jump. They can actually jump quite high. What's next on the list? Then snails can go. We've got cockroaches. So we want podzol. Oh, let's get the glowstone up first. I think, yeah, I really like this idea of having it so go all the way around. Actually, how did I do the front? Did I still have those torches up there? Ooh, don't come in. Don't come in. I did. I think I'm actually going to remove those. And I think I want to have it go all the way around. That way, we're 100% certain that there's plenty of light. Ooh, don't go in there. That there's plenty of light in there. Nothing. We don't want a zombie to randomly spawn in there. It's just more inconvenient than anything. Okay, butterfly, stay out of my way. Ooh, let me through. Let me through. Let me through. Where can I get through? Okay, we're good. So we want the glowstone to go all the way around, all the sides. We want podzol. Podzol block. That's 3-2. I'm 99% sure. Set 3-2. Look at me. My whole brain is full of useful facts and Minecraft Minecraft block IDs. Bedrock. That actually doesn't look like too bad a block. It looks a little bit too cartoony. I know they've tried to make it less cartoony, but I think they've made it more cartoony. I don't like it. I thought I would. It looked really good there. What else would rad roaches like? They like dirty, disgusting, dark stuff. So some dark leaf blocks would be nice. Maybe some brown stain. Oh, we've already got brown stained clay in here, don't we? Oh, dead bushes. Beautiful. They can go in here. That's a really nice one to have. We'll have a little collection of those there and there. What else? Mushrooms. I think we'll go with the brown mushrooms. They shouldn't spread in here, I'm hoping. We want to have... I think I'm going to use these dino leaves. I haven't used them before. And I keep saying that I don't like them. But I keep wanting to use them. They're such a beautiful green. I just wish that you could see through them and stuff. I really, really do. Man, I'm really not a huge fan of them. But something like that. And then the rad roaches. Cockroaches. Wow. Have I said rad roaches for this whole time? Have I? They're cockroaches. I call them rad roaches because I've played so much Fallout. Wow. That's so embarrassing. So, these are horrible. Oh my god, they actually fly as well. I didn't know if they were programmed to be able to fly. So I do want a bunch of these about in here. This is going to make all of the parents' skin crawl. We can get rid of that egg now. We're going to get out here. It looks good against the green though. Colours chosen wisely. What have we got next? We have got... Get rid of that. We have got... I think these are the poisonous frogs. And I don't think we're going to... I'll try it. It might be area based, but these will actually poison you if you're in survival. However, someone did say, I didn't know, but apparently the bees that we've got in there will sting you in survival as well. Apparently, I'm not sure. I don't know if maybe you have to punch them for them to then attack you, which would make sense, or if they're just hostile to begin with, which doesn't make sense because they're not going after the other animals in there, or at least not that I know of. They might be. It might be how some of them have died. If they're actually a hostile mob, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, get rid of the torches. And stick up the glowstone. Really nice. Really nice block. Maybe... I was going to break into song then. Maybe we should take this glowstone texture and put it into the city world and use it on the glowstone on the city. It'd make me use glowstone a lot more, and it's a beautiful texture. It really, really is. So, for frogs, we want a pond, obviously. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. It don't need to be too big. I'm thinking something around that sort of shape. It's a little bit sort of off-circle water. We don't want it too deep either, because we don't want them to just go in there and never be seen again. So we'll have some water in here. We'll do something very similar to what we done last episode with sugarcane and string. The sting. String. I wonder what the stingers are from. Are they from the bees? Or do we have like hornets in here as well? We might have some hornets in here as well or something. I'm going to keep just that amount, just not a lot. Leaves. Obviously is a good one. Palm leaves. Yeah, why not? They look quite nice. I'll have some palm leaves in here. And we shall have lily pads. Lily pads, obviously, around frogs. That's just an obvious design. Let's get rid of this dirt as well that we can see down here. I hate it when you can do that, when you can see them. What else? I mean, a nice little area like this. Maybe some podzol or some ferns, definitely. A couple of little ferns around the side here. And I think I will go for like a little bit of podzol, a little bit of wet grass for them to sort of sit and lounge in. Not too much. I'm going to do something like that. A little bit of a random cluster of it. And then we can get the frog. Ooh, look at them. And they are different. We can get some different ones. There are a lot of the same ones. But as long as we get like 2 or 3 sort of different ones. That might be too many of them. That might be too many of them. I do like... Palm trees spawn coconuts. That's a coconut right there. That is a coconut. Who knew? I'll leave it there for now. It's tropical. These frogs, I'm sure, are tropical. So it sort of makes sense. Now what I want to know is, if I come on the outside and I put this glass in between, does this poison run out? No way. Marvellous. It looks like it did. I think something just died. I saw like the steam of death happen. But we're not getting poisoned out here anymore. That is such a bonus. What a great bonus. Okay. Next one. Let's get in here. We shall take away the torches. Replace it with the glowstone. It's nice because you don't even pay that much attention to the glowstone when you're looking through. It's just sort of there. Okay, what we got next though? We've got lizards. Lizards sand this time. So we're going to get some sand in here. Set sand. Those birds are still loud in my ears. I hope they're not too loud for you. And we're going to mound up a nice area, nice and high for them to climb up on. Something like that. I think that looks pretty nice. We'll have another sort of little mound over here so they can climb up to the window and come and see. Maybe some... What have we got? What if I do sand? Have I got anything like interesting in there? What is that? Soul sand. Okay. Santur stuff. Cactus. Cactus could look good. What is that? Cactus green dye. Oh. What is that? Cacti on a stick. That must be so you can ride something? I don't know. Okay, and again, I'm going to place string on top of the cactuses like we do with the sugarcane to stop them from growing. I'm going to put that one back there so they're not, so they're not in line with each other. Anything else? Dead bushes, again. Looks good. It's a deserty sort of area. Something like that. What else? I had a friend who had a lizard in their house. Like, they had a little lizard glass tank. Like a fish tank, but it was with a lizard in it. shell. Like they usually have something where the lizards can hide under. Like a little home for them. If we use a slab, cobblestone slab, and I explode a cactus. No, I put that back, and I put them on the top slab, and then they can just go underneath it then, like some little shade underneath. I think that looks pretty neat. I don't know if they can actually get under it or not, but at least it looks like we've sort of thought about, and it's another colour. So, lizards. Now, we've got lizards and geckos. I think we're going to have two very similar looking enclosures. There is one potential flaw with this enclosure. Can you guys spot what the potential flaw could be? The potential flaw is that. So do we remove the cactus? Do we put down fake cactus instead? And by fake cactus, I mean green wool or melons. They actually don't look too far away. You know, they actually look close enough that I'm happy with. They look like cactus. Okay, and I want a bunch of these ones as well. These always live in like tons of them. I don't know if you guys have recently seen... Let's get out of there because it's loud. I don't know if you guys have seen recently a video that came out on the internet of... It's like a car park, and they throw down a piece of bread, and like hundreds of lizards just swarm over it. Crazy. Makes me cringe a little bit. Oh, it's a wing of a thing. Okay, I'm going to leave this one for one animal because I don't want the two sand ones next to each other. So I think this one is going to be the one that has the geckos in it. I didn't need to take all that much away. So this one's going to be the one with the geckos in it. So we'll get this one out of the way next. I got rid of my wand. So again, these are a sandy sort of area, set sand. Put the glowstone up and around. It would be possible to use redstone lamps or something for this and power them. You might need to change the roof though somehow. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to do, instead of it in the corner, I'm going to do the mound more central. Don't make it symmetrical. It's the worst thing that you can do when you're doing something like this. If you make them symmetrical, it no longer looks natural. You want to sort of keep them unsymmetrical. You want to keep them asymmetrical, sorry. To sort of keep the naturalish look. So we're going to have a couple of cactuses in here. Good thing with these, with melon cacti, is that they can go next to blocks, unlike normal cacti. But melon cacti are a very strange, quite rare breed. Puffish. Let's put some can I put green ones in here? I can't put green ones. Dead bush. Yeah, they're a special form of cacti that will allow to be placed very, very close to each other. I might also put some... Can I put acacia saplings down on sand? No, I can't. There's not much that you can really put on sand, is there? Interesting idea. Don't know how well it will work. Redstone block. Just for a test. It's a house for them. They can go underneath it. What do you think? Like how we had the slab in the last one, it sort of drops down a little bit. Don't like it. Don't like it. It was worth a go. It just popped into my head. We're allowed to do that kind of practice. Oh, we're going to use pressure plates in this one to look like little rocks on the floor. I can't use buttons. I would use buttons if I could to look like little rocks, but I can't place buttons on the top of blocks in 1.7. Okay, and then we've got, what is it? Geckos for this one. They're basically lizards, but they're a different, like, colour. In fact, I think they're very close to the other ones. I swear there was another one that we had, but maybe not. In fact, these geckos look a little bit green. Well, very green. They look a little bit woody area. Geckos like water too. I think I've got this wrong. I think I've got this. I think this enclosure is actually wrong. He just disappeared. Replace Sand with dirt. Already looks better. Get rid of the cactus. Get some leaves. Spruce leaves. They sort of look a little bit more darker, like these geckos. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to place a layer block there. Will you move? Okay, we're not having a block there. No, that one, that one. Good one. Now that you get out of the way. Okay, I'm happy with that. That looks a lot better. It makes it a lot different to the other ones as well. But boy, are they loud. Yeah, let's cover it up with leaves. That'll stop them, won't it? Okay, what we got now? We've got 2 left. 1, 2. Good. We've got crickets and snakes. Let's do snakes next. We're having a long episode as well. It looks like this was going to end up being. That's cool, though. I don't mind. No! Bee! Buzz. Buzz away. No, he's in. Can I punch him? Okay, they die really easy. So, snakes. Look at you in here as well. Oh, yeah, I remember he got in earlier. Or a while ago, in fact. I got rid of glowstone. What are snakes like? These snakes are all different colours. We get red ones and green ones and yellow ones and probably blue ones as well. Load of different colours. So we can't really biomify, if you like. That's a word that I've made up. Biomify the enclosure. I think I want it pretty flat in here. I might just use slabs to give a little bit of height. So I'm going to have a little area of stone and an area of... Oh, I need water in the gecko one as well. Geckos love water. I'm 99% sure about that. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But I want a little area of sand. Maybe a bit bigger of an area of sand. And then I want the rest of it to be stone. Like this. And then I'm going to use... I might use actually cobblestone, in fact, in here. Cobblestone. Reason why is then I can use stairs and they slabs, sorry, and they all blend in together. They have the same texture. Okay, that's good. That's good. That one. And yeah, we'll use slabs just so it's slower, just so they can sort of we can see them slither over and stuff like that. It's so cool to have all the noises in here. It might be a little bit annoying to some of you, but I really like being able to hear all the birds and everything tweeting in the background. So I want to have just some sort of raised up areas. Maybe like a couple of them being taller. Like that. And snakes like a little bit of water too, don't they? But not too much. I think I'm going to do like a little area like that. And then grab the brown. Just go in the bottom there. I think that's nice. So, let's get the snakes in here. Look at that. Okay, not too many. Look at that. Oh, that's a king cobra and he's dying. Look at that. I've never seen that one before. I've never seen that one. It has like the proper neck thing and everything. Okay, that's the one that I wanted in here as well. Oh, there's another king cobra. Okay, he's dying. Get out. Wow, that looks so cool in here. So let's get out of here because they are sort of scaring me a little bit. Look at him. He went after me and everything. He can see me. They can see you for sure. That's cool though. Okay, water in here. We had no water for these guys. In fact, I think I've forgotten water out of most of them. Don't you dare. Look at that bee trying to get in here. I'm going to put like puddles of these about. Like that instead. In that one. Did I forget water out of any other ones that really need water? I know every animal needs water. Don't get me wrong. I mean, okay, I'll put one in here. Like that. You know what? It does look good actually having that little bit of water. You've got water being frogs. Cockroaches. To be honest, they can have no water. I don't really mind them not having water. And snails. I'm not going to give those any water either. Not because I'm being mean. But because I just think it'll ruin the look of it. And they'll probably end up getting stuck in it and everything like that. So what was this last area? What was going to be in this last one? We'll have a look. Glowstone. All the way around the edge. I'm so glad that we got this done as well. I didn't want to spend forever... Crickets. I didn't want to spend forever... and never get these enclosures done and just end up sort of going away from the butterfly tent, going further and further out of the zoo and never getting this completed. I wanted to make sure I did get it done. Okay, yeah, crickets. So, crickets. They're mostly just sort of leafy type animals. So I'm going to maybe get a couple of... We'll keep the water. Get a couple of different types of leaves in here. Like these 3. And really sort of leaf up the area. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. The difference between the birch and the oak is very minimal. But, it should be... Oops. It should be okay. Like, there isn't much of a real difference between them. Oh, I done it again. yeah, okay. And we'll have some along the front here as well. I don't want it in the way of the glass, though. I don't want it everywhere. Okay, we'll have the water down. I think I'm going to do a triple one like this. And I'm going to get the brown to go all the way down to the bottom. What else do they have? What are we even doing? Crickets. Maybe some, like, small ferns. Ferns are good. Keep it sort of very green. Crickets just hide, don't they? You very rarely see them anyway. So we'll put some crickets down in here. There we go. Beautiful. That's a nice amount. Not too many, but not too little. And voila. That is now the butterfly tent absolutely complete. We can now wander around it from the start here. Let's turn the shaders on. I don't know how it's going to look in there. It might be a bit dark in those. And let's turn the HUD off here. Wow, it looks so cool. Look at the birds. Such a nice... feels really warm in here. So what have we got in here? Oh, yeah, we've got the snails. You can see them all. That's cool. We can go over the bridge here. Past the waterfall and the pond. That pond looks beautiful. Look at that. Moths and butterflies. Come around to this one. This one has the... Oh, the cockroach is in. Yeah, very dark and evil looking one. Where did he come from? Did he spawn out of the spawner and I missed it? Has he been here the whole time? He must have. I haven't noticed. We've got the poisonous frogs in there. That's cool. You can just sort of barely see them in there. I like the darkness. These aren't bright. Oh, the desert one looks nice and bright though. Yeah, the light seems to be quite clever with stuff like that. Look at them all by the window. This is going to be better than any zoo that I've ever been to in real life. Because whenever I go to a zoo in real life, they always are just asleep or hidden. This zoo, you can see them. You can interact with them. What have we got in this one? Oh yeah, the geckos. I see their little eyes. Look at him. He crawled right across in front of me. The pressure plate noise is a little bit annoying. And then we've got, oh yeah, crickets in this one. They're jumping about. I think they can fly as well as jump. Beautiful. Really, really nice. So then to get out of here. Oh yeah, you. Was that the one that got out or did you get out again? Or was that another one that's got out? I will be able to find them eventually, I suppose. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.